Hey guys, Bryan Buhr with Berkshire Hathaway here with the monthly market update for the Lakes area for June of 2020. So we're going to go back through some of the year-to-date May numbers and kind of look at how the market's doing so you guys can make the best decisions. So right here we have the year-to-date sold numbers on basically several different price ranges. The biggest thing that I notice is a lot of these numbers are very consistent 2019 to 2020. There was a little bit of fluctuation where the coronavirus kind of slowed things down, and then then people got anxious and kind of sped things up too. So everything's almost caught up. We're really only 4 houses behind where we were at end of May last year. The biggest things, obviously, less sales under 100,000, and that's just prices going up in general. So that means, houses that used to be 95,000, a lot of those now are 105, just putting them up into this area. The other big thing, the number of sales between 400 and 500,000 has went up a good bit. For the longest time, I would get clients that wanted to be, on a desirable lake in a certain proximity to Fargo, and it would almost always say under 400,000. And just those properties have become so hard to find that people are realizing that to get that type of property, you need to come up above. And people are now willing to do that. There's enough other sales to justify going up to those price ranges. So a good spot to be. Still kind of in this consistent zone, 500 to 750, and realistically it's one of those things where once people start getting into this price range, they can be really picky. A lot of those people can go up to here. So we've had an increase of properties over 750,000. Sold 4 that are over $1 million already this year, where last year at this time we were at 3. And that's a big thing to keep in mind too. 2017 on our whole MLS, there was 0 sales over $1 million. So the market in general is just going up. Now, if we look at May of this year versus last year, here's the biggest things that are currently affecting our market. Not as many new listings as there normally would be. Some of that is there's some lag where people are still concerned about listing their properties with the coronavirus, especially if it's an elderly or at-risk person. They are choosing to hold those properties off for a better time just because not that they can't get the price that they want for the property, but they just don't want to have all the people through their property is generally kind of what I'm seeing. Because of that, we have about 100 less active listings to choose from. And so here's the thing, we have really low interest rates. There's less homes for people to choose from. That makes buyers fight over the houses that are left, and it kind of pushes prices up everywhere. Our days on market actually has went up compared to last year, but here's the other thing to look at. The median days on market has went down. So what that means is that there's a ton of properties selling really fast, and then there's a ton of properties that are taking a long time. So when you average it all together, yes, the days on market, average days on market is up, but realistically, if you look at the median, that means that there's more properties selling really fast and less properties that are taking that long time, if that makes sense. And the ones that are taking a long time, I mean, they're on there hundreds of days. We actually just showed a property that had been on the market 1,400 days, not with our company. But a number like that is going to really kind of mess with the numbers. So that's where median days is a good thing to always look at. So what this means is if you're a buyer, less to look at. You need to have your ducks in a row. You need to be pre-approved. You need to be able to move fast when the right property comes along. If you're a seller, that means you have more buyers fighting over your property. You can probably get a better price. That being said, don't get lazy. Make sure you have it looking perfect because you never know how long a market like this is going to last. So hopefully you found this information useful. If you have any very specific questions, feel free to give me a call. My number is 218-850-2004. Thanks.